Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I want to get into the new Tamron 70-180 2.8 G2, which is the updated version of the 70-180. This is it right here. I'm going to show you guys a few close-ups of it so you can kind of see the new design, what it looks like, what it feels like. And today I'm only going to go into just scratching the surface, a few things that I've learned from this from the last week that I've had it. Tamron was gracious enough to send it over, so I've been playing around with it, took it on a few shoots. I'm mainly going to focus on the engagement session that we did out in Redlands last week and my initial thoughts on this lens. As soon as I took it out of the box, the first thing that I noticed is the build quality, the build, the design, the feel of it is very different from the original version. It definitely feels a lot more like the 35-150 build, and it definitely feels more robust. It feels more quality, if that makes sense. It feels like it can take a little bit more of a hit. It obviously has a USB-C for updating firmware or customizing buttons and things like that. I'll go into that in the full review after this weekend when we shoot a few weddings. I'm gonna take that on those assignments so I can give you guys the full review. But for now, what I'm gonna say is from the version 1 to the version 2, I can absolutely see a big difference, an improvement. Autofocus seems to be quicker. Even one thing that really surprised me is the blur or the bokeh that this lens creates is far superior, in my opinion, to the 35-150. It definitely gives a more pleasing look. And you guys know, if you follow our channel, I'm not the type that geeks out on bokeh and comparisons and things like that, but I can definitely see a difference in this lens. As you're seeing in some of these photos, the way that it captures colors, and granted, you know, these are edited with our standard preset, but even when I was looking at them in the back of the camera when I was shooting, I could tell a difference. There was something about it. It just feels more crisp because of that background. Now, full disclaimer, most of the photos I wanted to shoot at 180 because when I have a tool like this, I want to shoot it where it's giving me that compression, where it's gonna look really crisp. So some of them, yes, they were, you know, on the wider end, but I wanted to shoot as close to 180 as possible on most of them because I wanted that blur. Like I said, the autofocus on this thing is tremendous. It's really quick. When we were doing walking shots, it didn't miss a beat. It was really snappy. And as far as the weight, even though it weighs more than the original version, it still is a very light lens. When you compare this to the 70-200, for example, it's a ridiculous difference. It's night and day. Even the 70-200 f4 from Sony, which I actually was playing with during the shoot to compare it, I'm gonna tell you guys which one would be the clear winner out of those two right now. This one. I mean, just the fact that it can do 2.8, that to me makes a big difference if you're shooting in low light. But not only that, the blur that you get out of it is just a lot nicer out of this lens. So overall, so far, it's really winning me over. I'll give you guys a full review in about a week after we shoot these weddings this weekend. But so far, I just wanted to share with you guys that we've been playing with the new Tamron and it is really good. Thank you guys so much for watching.